Now, next, velocity of the stone at the bottom point. So velocity of stone at lowest point. Lowest point. First, we draw the forces by the mass of the body, which means mg, force downward side, and the tension density is upward side, and the resultant of these forces generate centrifugal force, means Tb minus mg provide centrifugal force m Vb square upon r. Equation number 1. But directly we cannot find the velocity at this point of the stone, so we take another equation by the conservation of energy. By the conservation of energy, total energy at this point must be equal to total energy at this point. Means total energy at A equal to total energy at B. So at this point, gravitational potential energy is maximum, and below point total kinetic energy is maximum, so we can write mg. The height of this point from this point, r plus r, 2r, equal to energy at this point and energy at this point. The energy at this point means static energy at this point is maximum, so half m Vb square minus half m Va square. By the putting value of Va means Va equals to root gr. Note down. Now again solving. M cancel both sides. G 2r equal to half Vb square minus half Va square, the value of Va square, gr. Now multiply by 2 both sides. So 4gr equal to Vb square minus gr. So velocity at the bottom of the stone is under root 5gr. Note down. Now, tension at lowest point in spring by the earlier equation means Tb minus mg equals to m Vb square upon r. By the putting value of Vb, root 5gr means Tb equal to mg plus m 5gr upon r cancel, and the tension at this point mg plus 5mg mean tension at this point is 6 mg. Note down. Now again, velocity at D or C point. Velocity in motion at D or C point. At these points, velocity will be equal because both are same height from the bottom, and energy at these points will be equal, but direction of velocity opposite. But in terms of magnitude, velocity at D point is equal to velocity at C point. So we find the any one velocity which is equal to other one. So now total energy at B point equal to total energy at D point. At this point there is only kinetic energy, but potential energy is 0 because height is 0. But at this point there is a both energy K and potential both. So we can write K plus P equal to K plus potential energy at D point. Now K at the B point is half mVd square plus potential energy mg 0 equal to half mVd square. Now plus potential energy mg, and the height from bottom is r. This is r. Now by the solving m. So now we have half Vd square plus 0 equal to half Vd square plus 0. Now put the value of Vd in this equation and multiply to both sides. So Vd square Vd square plus 2g. Note down. Now again, we know Vd is equal to root 5g. Put this velocity in this equation. 5gr equal to Vd square plus 2gr. So finally, velocity at the D point or C point equal to root 3gr. Now next, we find the tension at the D or C point. Tension at D position in the string. First we note down balance force equation. We know tension of the tension toward the center and weight of the stone downward side means mg, and direction of stone also downward. So first we find the weight force in opposite of tension. This is mg cos 90. The resultant of these forces TD and anti-cos theta 90 provide centripetal force. Make TD minus mg cos 90 equal to m Vd square upon r. We know cos 90 is 0 and Vd is also root 3 gr. So tension at this position equal to m 3 gr upon r. R cancel out. So tension at this point Pd equals to 3 mg. Note down. In the vertical circular motion, there is some important points. That first point is alpha, mean angular acceleration is not constant. Linear acceleration also not constant. That's why any kinematics equation, kinematics or kinematical equation cannot be used. And in this motion, we can't find time period or frequency in this motion. Thank you.